logged in with system user and we created one database user HR1 and we have provided the password HR123. Yeah,
We
we
need
could
to
not
use
able to log
uh,
in. Why? Because session is not created. So
yes,
to log in, we need to create a session also. So we created we granted the permissions for session. Then only we can able to we can
log
able to
into
log in
this.
to HR. After login also, I could not able to create a table, right?
Yes, for the
Yeah,
table
to
we need to
create a
use the
table, I
grant
provided a
limited
grants,
table.
table space and this, all the grants. So why I have given this permission? Using this permission, I can able to create another user from HR. If I don't provide this grant, I cannot able to create another user, database user from HR. Okay, these things we have done. After that, in HR, we created one sample table. Okay, small table we have created, and this is all these are the columns. Okay, this one is a number data type, first name, last name, employee email ID, manager is a number, job ID, salary, and date of join. Okay, these things we have created. Okay, now from here also, uh, I created another database called finance, FIN. Okay, this will keep it aside for a little bit. Okay, if in this script, right, there one thing, if there is code like this, I can able to execute in this script. If I don't want to execute this portion of a code, what I have to do is, I want to neglect this portion of a code. What I have to do is, I have to do double hash. If I do the double minus, okay, double hash or double minus, you can say this portion of a code is no longer used. Okay, this one is commented. We call this one is called comment. Okay, if I do double minus, okay, before starting of the line, after that, whatever is the code is, that would be neglected by the browser. So neglected by this SQL developer. Okay, this is not a code now. This one is under comment. Comment is nothing but I know I'm no longer using this portion of a code. I'm trying to create another table, EMP1. Okay. In this, I want to use the same code of EMP only, XXDB1 EMP, but I don't want email ID. I don't want manager ID. I don't want job ID. So, so instead of deleting these things, what I do is I'll comment the scripts. What happens if I comment it? Means I will have a code here for reference. Okay, I'll have my code here for a reference, but it is no longer used in the script. Okay, if I delete these things permanently, I don't know what I have deleted, right? After some days, after some time. So if I delete it permanently, I don't know what I had used it for any piece of code here earlier. I don't know what I have used in my earlier stage. So instead of that, what we do is we comment it. Comment it meaning before I used these things here, but now I am no longer using this one. Okay, this type of commenting is very helpful in PLSQL. Okay, where we have logics, we'll comment the logic and we'll create a new logic. Okay, but after some days, if you see that logic, you have to understand why you have created the logic. Because if you see the previous logic, it would be in comment stage. Means instead of this logic, I have created this new logic. You should know, right? That's the reason we'll comment it. We never delete any code from any scripts. Okay, we'll comment the script means logics, or we comment the unwanted codes in our programming or coding. Okay, so if I want to comment single line, I'll do like this. Okay, minus minus. Okay, if I want to comment from line, see, if you want to have a line numbers, just right click on this white part. This white portion is there, right?
Yeah.
Here you can see the white portion. I'll just right click on this white portion and click on toggle line numbers. You will get the line numbers here. Okay. If I
Okay.
want to comment from line number 5 to line number 7, how do I comment it? Multiple lines. How do we comment it? Just backspace, star. Okay. From there to here. Here means again I'll do with star. backslash. So if I do like this portion of the code will be commented. If I want to comment multiple lines at a time, okay, this is how I will comment it. If I want to comment single line, I will go with a double minus. Okay,
Sir.
this you are getting that. See,
Yeah.
if I create now table, so EMP1 is created. See, now we check how many columns I got. It got created now. Okay, EMP1 I'm executing. See how many columns I got it here. First name, last name, salary, DOG, and that's it. But this email ID, manager ID, job ID, the code is there, but it was neglected. Okay, so in future, so every time you don't have this code with you. In future, if you want to see the code, okay, what you do? Just log in with HR, click it here. Here you have all the objects. We have created table, right? Click on table. See, these two tables we have created. Just click on this plus, it will automatically open here. These are the columns. Okay, you want to see the script? Click on SQL. Okay, see, these are the columns. Okay,
Sir, can you repeat this again?
okay. In future, after some days, I don't know what is the table structure. I want to know the code of a table. So I know the name of a table and in which user it has created. I have created a EMP1 table or EMP table in HR, right? In
Yeah.
connections itself, you have a plus here. Okay, just click on plus. Just if you want to see the code of a table, click on plus here. You will see all the tables in that user. Just select the table which you want to see. See, here you will get the data. So if you want to see the data, here you can click the data. Okay, all these are the things. Don't right now you don't bother about all those things. Okay, if you want to see the code, at corner you can see the SQL tab. Here you can see the code of it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay, this is how we can see the data. Okay, code. Okay, there is even another way we have to see. We can see that I'll teach. I'll tell you later that one. Okay. But basic, this is the way we are using, and this is the shortcut also. Okay. Now I want to insert a data in this table. How do I insert a data in the EMP table? Okay. How do I insert a data in the EMP table? Okay. To insert a data, how do we create a table? Then tell me first how we created a table.
Create table. By giving the
Mm,
command create table name.
Command create table name. Okay, that is a universal command for Oracle. So to insert data also we have to use insert. Okay, into, okay, table. Okay, I want to insert data in this table. Okay, here two things. Okay, how do we insert? In two ways, or we can insert data in multiple ways. Okay, it's not even one way we can. There is not one way to insert a data in a table. Okay, we can insert a data in a table in a multiple ways. We can see some among them. Okay, first way. Okay, I want to insert employee ID, first name, last name. Okay, okay, I want to enter only employee ID, first name and last name, or I want to enter all these values. Imagine. Okay, I want to enter all these things. Okay, just I'm copying here, just copy paste, insert into, I'm removing all this thing. Let's see. Now I want to insert all these values. Okay. So after doing insert into, just in which table I want to insert the data? In which table I am trying to insert a
XSB1
data?
EMP.
XXB1 AMP. In this table, I am trying to insert a data. Okay. So in this table, in which columns I need to insert a data? I'm taking all these
Employee.
columns here,
All the columns.
all the columns. So in which columns I need to enter a data, I'm taking all these columns. After this, I need to do values followed by, see, the order need to be followed. Okay, after EMP, after values, see, what is the first value? What is the first value here?
Number.
Employee ID, number. How do I know? From the script. See, first one is employee ID. Here's okay. First is employee ID is number. So here also I'm taking employee ID, first value. So first thing number I need to pass it. So I'm taking one. Okay, employee ID one. I'm passing it. After that, comma. We have the first name. See, what is the data type of first name?
Worker 2.
Worker two. It means character I need to pass it. Okay. Just tell me one first name. I'm taking Ramu. Okay, Ramu is my first name. Okay. Hmm. What is my last name? I'm taking Kumar. Okay. The name is Ram Kumar. What is the email ID? Ram Kumar @ gmail.com. This is my email ID. Okay. Rama. Again. What is the manager ID? Manager ID. I imagine for Ramu, there is no manager. I don't want to pass any manager for him. So what I do, I have to pass another value called null. Null. Null is nothing but there is no value for a Ramu, or otherwise you can leave it blank also. Okay,
Okay.
you're getting it right.
Yeah.
If I
Yes.
don't want to pass any value, I can leave it blank, or I can pass null here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
job ID. I'm passing job ID is 1. Okay, salary. What is the salary? Salary just give 10,000. Okay, 10,000 is the salary. Okay, date of join. Okay, what is with the date of join? I'm passing 1 Jan 2022. Okay, I'm trying to execute. Will this data will insert? Okay, will this data insert in the table? Okay, just will try. Okay, this will error out. Okay, see, we got some error. Okay, see whether the columns are matching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns are there. We have passed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values, but it is not inserting. Why? Because what is the first name data type?
Worker 2.
Varchar
Quotation.
2. Okay. Numbers, while inserting, we can pass it directly like 1. But to pass a characters, it should be in single quotes always. To pass a character, it may be character or varchar 2. This value should be in a single quotes. Okay. First name is a character or a number. First name and last name, is this a characters or a number? Dubey.
Characters. It may
Characters. So characters, Oracle is suggesting us don't pass characters directly. Pass characters. If at all you want to pass a characters, you need to pass it in a single quotes. Okay.
be. Yes.
So see, first name is a character. That is the second value. After employee ID, I have the first name. So in values, this is my employee ID. This is my first name. So Ramu is the first name. but it is a character, so I need to pass it in single quotes. Okay. Last name is also a character. That's the reason even last name I need to pass it in a single quotes. What about email ID? Hmm?
It may be alphanumerical,
Numeric.
but
New character. Alphanumeric,
in
we
the
can
past,
say. It's not numeric. It should be alphanumeric. Okay. It should be also in single quote. Number. Anyhow, I'm passing null. Okay. Null is a special character. You can pass it without single quotes also. Not also. We have to pass it in without single quotes only. Okay.
but date of joining we have to give the single quote.
Hmm. So what about manager ID? Manager ID, I'm passing null, no need of then single. Job ID. What is job ID? I'm passing as one. Okay. This one is also I need to pass it in single quote. Okay. Because it's a character. This one is a character. I need to pass it in single quote. What about salary? 10,000. Is a number or a character?
Number.
Number. That's the reason I'm directly passing it. I need not to pass anything. Okay. Date. Date. I'm passing it 1 Jan 2022. So date is again, right? We'll work one day completely on dates. Okay, because the date is a very, very important concept in Oracle.
Okay.
Okay, just right now I'm passing it in a single quote. Okay, yes, see, now I'm doing control enter. Now what is done? What I got message here down? What's the message that you can see it here?
We are unable to see your screen. One row is inserted.
One
Yeah,
row is inserted. You can see
inserted.
it earlier. I can't able to see this row. Now I can see. So how do I see that data now? Now I am doing select star from this table. Now I can see this data right here.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can see this data. Now see in next tab, I opened and did control enter. I can see the data. Okay. Now see. This is the one way how we can insert a data. Okay. Now I want to insert another data. Okay. Same copy, paste. Now employee ID is 2, Dubey, first name, last, what is the last name? I'm using the email at Akriti, and your manager is 1. Okay, you are also belong to first job only, and your salary is 2, and your date of joining is also this. I'll do again control enter. Again, one row got inserted. So again, if I come here and I check, I can see 2 data. Okay, 2 records. Hmm? See, this is how I can insert the data. What will happen now? There is another way to insert a data. Okay, we are seeing that second way. Now I don't want to use this thing, this portion of a code. Okay. Now I am trying to insert a data. 3 Gayatri Durga. Insert Gayatri at gmail.com. Your manager ID is 2. Means you are working under Dubey. Okay. And the job is 1. The same. Your date of joining is the same. Will this data will be inserted? I'm not using now. I'm not telling which column is which. See here, I commented this complete record. This row is no
Yes.
longer now in a code. This portion of a code is no longer in a code. Do you think this portion of code now I can insert this data now?
Yes, sir. This is another way to insert the data.
Yeah, this is another way to insert data. I can insert the data now. Okay. In this way also I can insert. I no need to use this columns to insert a data. Okay. But in which scenario means see here I am using all the columns that are there in a table in the same order. See, here see, in the table I have employee ID, in the same order, right? We have just copy pasted. So in the table, I have employee ID, first name, last name, email ID, manager ID, job ID, salary, and date of join. So I have all the records that in the same order. That is the reason. In this way, I can insert the data. Okay. See, if now I want to insert a data, same. Now I'm passing employee ID for uh, uh, Ankita. I'm taking. Okay. Email ID ankita@gmail.com, and here manager also too, and salary is 10,000, and I don't want to pass date of join. I don't want to pass the date of join. In this scenario, what will happen? And I don't want to pass date of join. See, it will throw error for me. What is the error? No, not enough values. See the difference between above and this. See, what is happening here is, you know the gloves, right? In doctors will wear the gloves. Even in Corona, even we wear the hand gloves, right?
Yeah.
So the if you are wearing the hand gloves, if the gloves has 4 fingers, will that insert? Can we insert your
No.
hand in the gloves?
No. No.
No.
No. Even the gloves should be of 5 fingers only. Then and only we can insert the our hand. Same way, I'm trying to insert in 8 column data. I'm trying to insert only 7 columns here. See, date I'm not inserting, date I'm excluding here. I don't want to pass the date. Hmm? You're getting it right. Here I have 8.
Yes, sir.
In general, in table I have 8. So if I pass 8 values in the same sequence, we have another condition. I cannot pass number here, this one here. Okay. I cannot pass this one salary before the email ID. Okay. I cannot pass salary before email ID, or here if I want the salary, I cannot pass it. I have to pass it in the same order how the table is exist. See, what is the first column in a table?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the first column in a table for us?
Employee ID.
Employee.
Employee ID. So if I don't want to use this thing, okay, if I don't want to mention the column names, I should follow the same sequence of a table structure. I should follow the same. See, here, since we have created the table, we have a table structure here. I can able to pass it like this. If imagine I don't have this table structure, how do I know which values I need to pass? Then come here, open table. See, first employee ID number, come here. Yeah, first value I need to pass a number. This is the employee ID. Second value, first name. This is a varchar to 30 characters. So again, come here. Second value, it's a varchar to 30. This should be our first name. How I will come to know that? From here. So some here. Okay. What is the third value? Last name. This is also varchar to. Then come here. Third value, this is also varchar 2. This will accept also 30 characters. What would be my fourth value? I don't know which value I need to pass. So again come to this table structure. Email ID 20 characters I can pass it. So pass 20 characters of email ID. Okay. Then what is the this is how you need to pass the values if you don't want to use this thing. Okay. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. If I don't want to use like this, this is how I need to pass it. So in this scenario, see, I'm trying to pass here. My table can accept 8 values. I'm trying to pass 7 values here. So in this scenario, how do I pass it? In this scenario, I should follow this old process. Okay. This is how I need to follow. So what I'll do is I'll uncomment this thing, and I will remove the date of join here. Okay. Now I'm telling this insert statement, I am trying to pass only these 7 values, not the 8 values. Now I'm trying to insert the data. So record got inserted, one row inserted. This is so. Now see, I want to pass only employee ID, first name, last name, and email address. I don't want to pass these values. These other values, I don't want to pass manager ID, I don't want to pass job ID, I don't want to pass salary, I don't want to pass the date of join. Then what we do is, whatever the things that you want to pass, only select those things. And in which order, see, I want to pass employee ID at last. So after email ID, I'm passing employee ID. I want to see first, what is the first value that I'm trying to pass it here? First name. It should not be employee ID again, because here the whatever the order that we have mentioned, if you mention the order here, you have to follow the same order. Okay. If you doesn't mention any order, you have to follow the table structure. Okay. If you mention the order here, you are specifying in which order you are passing the values. Then you have to pass the values in the same way. I'm passing Sanju. Last name I'm passing Rama. Okay. I'm passing rama@gmail.com 21 or so. Now I don't want to pass these values. So I'm removing it. Okay. After email ID, what I want to pass? Employee ID. So what would the employee ID? 5. I should follow at the time of passing a value, I should follow the order. First preference would be whatever the values that we mention here after table, after insert into table, whatever the order that we mention here, we have to follow that order. If I don't want to follow this order, then it default now the this structure should be the table structure. It should follow the table structure. Now I just see one row got inserted now. So now I come here, you control enter. See, I got Rama. I got all the nine values. Okay. So this is where we can insert the data in a table. This is how we can insert a data in a table. Now, what I want to do? I want to show you another thing. Now, in this scenario. Okay, this is how we can insert the data in a table. So I'm connecting HR only. Okay. Now I'm trying to get this information from this SQL developer. This is a new SQL developer. See, this is not, I have opened a new SQL developer here. Okay, now I want to execute this. What I will get it? What is the output that I'm expecting here now? I don't get any data from here. Okay, why I'm not getting any data here? Again, a theory concepts for this. Okay, what Oracle is doing is, see, this is one session. Okay, I logged in. Once I logged into HR, automatically, once I log into any database, automatically Oracle will create one session for you in backend. What is a session? Session is nothing but a temporary memory for you. That's it. Oracle will create one temporary memory for you. So when you do once you log in into the Oracle, imagine this is the Oracle database. So this is our Oracle database. Okay. You have logged in using SQL developer. Using SQL developer, we have logged in, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Using SQL developer, we have logged in. So using SQL developer, I have logged in. So what Oracle is doing is internally, it is creating one temporary memory for you. This is your temporary memory. This is your temporary memory in Oracle. Okay, for you are working in this area, not directly on a database. Okay. Okay, this is where you are logged in HR. So once you log in, Oracle will create one temporary memory for you. So if you want to do some operations on a data, just see, not on a tables. If you want to do some operations on a data, Oracle will pull this information and keep it that information in your temporary memory. Okay. Whatever the temporary memory you have or a session you have, the Oracle will copy that information and paste it, will provide you that information in your temporary memory. You will do all the operations in your temporary memory only, not directly on a database. Okay. So how do you move this data to a permanent database? Means why Oracle is giving this session concept? Why? Because in the same table or a data, not only you, there are around many people are parallelly working on a same table, right? Not
Yes.
only you, right? We are a developers. We have parallelly tens of 5, 6 members or 10 members or hundreds of people are working on a same database or a same table, right?
Yeah.
We are not only one developers. We have multiple developers in the system. Okay. So to avoid the conflicts between each other, means if one person is accessing this table, means Oracle will default apply locks on it. Okay, such that the other people will has to wait until your work get complete. So Oracle has come up with a concept called this session. So when you want to access this data, it will provide internally, it will provide the copy in your session, and you will do all the operations in here. And once you've done your work, you have to move your work to the main table. Okay, getting it right, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once you're done with your, we have to move this one to the here. See, same way, when I execute this query in this SQL developer, I can see the data. When I trying to execute the same query from another SQL developer, I cannot able to see the data because the both sessions are different. See, this is one session and this is another session. Okay, this is another session. Now I'm trying to see the data. I'm seeing the data in this session, but I'm trying to see the data from this session. Okay, but this session has not sent the data to the original database, right? We did not push the data to the original database. Once he pushes the data to the original database, then only this guy can see the data. This session can see the data. Okay, so how do I push it? Okay, how do I push it is, you see the Mahesh Babu Okkadu movie, right? Commit. So once I do commit, okay, then what happens? This data, whatever the modifications that we have done, these modifications will go and sit in the original database. Okay. Now this session can pull the data from here. See, now I've done the commit. Now I can see the data from here. So if you see the videos, just they'll say commit. That's it. They don't say what is happening at the backend. Any videos, if you see in YouTube or anywhere, if you see many videos, they never say what is happening if you do commit. Okay, just they say you have to commit it. Okay, that's it. Okay, if you do commit, what is happening? This session data is going and sitting in the original database.
Okay.
How do I commit it? I'll write commit and execute. Only commit, I will execute it.
Sir, which button you click so that the query you type got executed?
So
Control and
just control enter. First thing
Control N.
control enter. Just do
Okay. So
select the code and
after
control enter. Or select the code and click on this green
Which
button is
side?
there, right?
Okay,
First row.
run.
Here
Okay.
also you can see control enter to execute.
Okay, sir.
The
Okay.
control enter is a shortcut. Otherwise, you can select the code and go here and click this one. Okay. If I want to execute the commit, same way,
Okay.
write the commit, select it. Either you can do control enter or go and click the commit here. Or if I don't want to do both, here you have a shortcut button. Okay, commit. Okay. You can press F11 also, or you can come and click this one also. Okay. If you click this one, it will be also committed. See, I'm inserting one more data. So instead of the, I'm taking Ramesh. Okay,
Okay.
Ramesh Sai. Okay, I'm doing such. His employee ID is 6. I'm doing control enter. Okay,
Mm.
see one row inserted. I can see this data in this session. Since I have not committed till now, I
Okay.
cannot able to see in other session. This is another session. See, is there 6 record here? I can see 6 here. I can see 6 here, but not in this session. So how do I see it?
Using
Come
commit
here.
or command.
This is the commit. Just I'm clicking the commit. Now again come here and execute. Now I can see the 6th record. Okay. This is how it will work. Okay. Unless or until you do the commit, this data will not reflect there. See, and now we are going. I'm trying to create another table. Okay. Okay. Create a EMP1. Okay. Just get all this additional information, delete it. So I want to create a DPT table. Okay. Department table. Okay. I have the employee table and I want to create now department table because I have a, sorry, not department. I have a job ID, right? I'm trying to create a job table. Okay. Job. Okay. I have only two things, job code and job name. That's it. Job code. It should be also varchar only. Okay, job code. Code is not a number. Code will be now varchar. Okay, job name. And I don't want all this and the details. Okay, see. Now I have executed this one. Here's a table created. Can I see this table here in this session?
No, because we did not commit it, right?
Hmm. That is the mistake. Okay, we can see the table here. See, table is not a data.
Okay.
Table is a data.
No.
No, that's what I said you earlier. Only data will be copied, not the tables. Tables directly will reflect in our database.
Database.
Okay, based
Yes.
on command. Okay, table is not a data. Okay, need not to commit if you create a table. Why? Because table is not a data. Is table is
Mm.
a data or a table is a table? Is a database object.
It is not a data, it is a table.
Table we call it as a database object. For a database object, we need not to commit. Okay, we have to commit only if we work on a data. See, I have inserted some data. I need to commit. In future, instead of I want to add a salary to Ramesh. I want to add a salary. Right now, Ramesh doesn't have any salary now. See, right now Ramesh doesn't have any salary. Salary, he doesn't have any salary. In future, now I want to add a salary to Ramesh. So in that scenario, I'm working on a data or I'm working on a table here. I'm
Table
working on a
only.
data or I'm working on a table. If I
Data.
data, I'm working on a data. If I'm working on a data, then we have to commit. Okay, we have to
Okay, sir.
commit since we are working on a data. Imagine another thing. See, here I have email ID name. I can see the what is the name of this column?
Email ID.
Email ID.
Email ID. But client says, I don't want email ID here. I want email address.
Okay.
Client says, I don't want to see like email ID. I want to see like email address. Then is that a data or a table?
It is a table.
It's a table. So if I do a modification on email, instead of if I modify email ID as email address, then I need not to commit. Why? Because I'm modifying the table.
Table.
Column name
Okay.
in the table. Yeah.
Column name in the table, but not the data in the column. Okay. I'm working
Yes.
on the heading part. Okay. In that scenario, I need not to commit. Okay. There's a difference. Okay. So that the commands which I did not to commit, I will only work on a table structure, right? Skeleton of a table. Okay. Those commands we call DDL commands. Okay. DDL commands. What are DDL commands? DDL commands, first thing, which work on the data, which not work with the data. DDL commands, data definition language. DDL means data definition language. Means what is data? Okay, this is the data, you know. What is the definition of a data? Is a table, right? Data definition. What is the definition of a data? Is a table. The commands which work on tables, okay, are called DDL commands. Okay, generally, what are the DDL commands is what is the operations that I can do on a table? I can create a table, right?
Yeah. Insert
I
also.
can create a table.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
insert is the data again. Data can I add one more column here using insert? No, right?
No.
If in a table, if I want to add one more column, how do I do it? Using DDL commands only. So we have another command called alter. Okay. Okay. Alter means if I want to add one more column, I'll go with the command called alter. Okay. If I want to change this email ID as email address, I go with alter only. Okay. To create a table, yeah, we are using like create a table. We'll see everything. Okay. Just theoretically right now, you please remember everything. Okay. See, we have purchased one dress from stores. Okay. Will it fit? No, right? We'll go for alteration. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Same. So compare this one to our natural regular day-to-day activities. Create is nothing but initially what we bought it. Okay. Alteration means the things which doesn't fit us will modify as per our requirement. Thus we call alteration. What we can do in alteration, I can add one more column here. If I don't want, I can delete the column. If I want to increase the size of this first name, I can able to increase the size of first name. And if I want to decrease the size of last name, I can decrease the size of last name. So everything what I want to do modifications, I can do it in the alterations. Okay, right? That is the alteration. Alter. Now I don't want to enter table itself. I don't want the entire table. I don't want the entire table. I don't want. What I need to do? I can drop, right? That's it.
Data.
Okay. I can create, I can alter, and I can drop. Compare with this regular activities or your regular day-to-day activities. Okay. And we have another DDL command called truncate. Okay. We'll see this truncate later. Okay. Which has nothing to do with the table structure. But truncate will delete the complete data. Complete data. It will delete the complete data and leave you the table blank. Okay. And even the truncate, it works on a data, but it doesn't require commit. Okay. Truncate will work on a data only, but it doesn't require a commit. Okay. That's the reason it was under DDL command. Otherwise, it should be under in another language. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is one. Then here we had an insert, right? They should have another language for it. We call DML commands. Okay. Data manipulation language. Okay. Data we know. What is meant by manipulation? In general English
Changes.
term, it
Change the
changes.
data.
Change the data. Okay. Manipulation is nothing but changing or modification. Right? So the commands which work on a data and which modifies the data is called a DML commands. Okay. First thing, insert what we see.
Insert update.
Okay. Next thing, I want to add job ID here. So what I did is I say update. Okay. Another thing, I don't want Ramesh data. I'll go with a delete. Okay. Insert, update, delete. These are the DML commands. Okay. This I have provided, and these two are the main concepts. Okay. In many interviews, many, if you are a basic SQL developer having 2 or 3 years of experience, first thing in interview, they ask what are DDL commands, what are DML commands, and what is the difference between truncate and delete. Okay, these are the things. Okay, now I will tell you what is the difference between delete and truncate. Okay, delete is a selection delete. If I want to delete only 6, only Ramesh, I can use the delete command. Okay. If I want to delete only 5, Sanju, I can go with the delete command. If I want to delete only 4, I can go with the delete command. Okay. But in truncate, I cannot go with the selection delete. If I go with the truncate, it will delete entire table. It least bother about the any conditions. I cannot even place the conditions in a truncate. Okay. In delete, either I can delete completely and I can go with the selection delete. Okay. You're getting the differences, right? Between we'll see it practically tomorrow. But right now,
Yes.
go with the theoretically. Okay. Difference
Yes.
between delete and truncate. This is one of the famous interview question. What is the difference between delete and truncate? Delete is a selection delete. Okay. Since it is a DML command, after delete or
We need to
update or
commit.
insert, we need to follow commit to reflect this one in a database. Okay. See, these are the DDL commands. Okay. Create, alter, drop, and truncate. Okay. Data manipulation language. Insert, update, and delete. Okay. Data retrieval language. How do we see the data? Using select statement. This one. Right?
Yeah.
Using select. So select. And view will commit later. Okay. What is a view? So imagine what is view is. Just we'll commit later. Okay, we'll come to that later. Okay, what is a view? Okay, right now you see only the select in a data retrieval and data control language, grant and revoke. Okay, transactional control language, commit and rollback. Just you have seen the commit, right?
Yeah.
So what is a commit is a transactional control language, TCL, we can say. What means you have done one transaction, we have done insert, you have done update, you have done delete. Okay, this is what is this? This is a transaction. One transaction we have done it. Okay. So you went to a shop and you buy one something. What is that? It's a transaction. Okay. You went to a shop and you have altered something. Okay. What is that? That is a transaction. Okay. Everything is a transaction. Okay. The transaction we need to commit it. Okay. That we call that commit. Okay. Transaction control language. If I don't want to commit, means unfortunately I have done some modifications. You see. Now I'm trying to enter a data 7 here. I entered. Okay. Now I can see the 7 here. But unfortunately, I saw 6 and 7 are same records, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I
There's a
can't,
duplicate record, I think so.
so I can't able to see 6 here the second time, but unfortunately I have done a mistake in this session. So I don't want to commit it. Then what is the option? We have a rollback. How to roll back? Either you can go with rollback at here instead of commit, we can go with the rollback, or you can click on this written red arrow is there, right?
Mm.
You can see, you can click on rollback. Once if you click the rollback, it will take you to your session in that stage where you had done your previous commit. Okay, it will roll back to your session in that stage where you had done your last commit. You're getting it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This commit and this commit is called a save point. Okay, this commit is a save point for you. Okay,
Okay.
if you do rollback, it will take you to the previous commit stage. Okay, whatever the operations that you do, okay, it will take you to this. Okay, where I have done the previous commit after inserting 6, right? I can see 6 here. You're getting it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't confuse. Every concept is simple only. Okay, that is the use of commit and rollback. Okay. See, another data control language, grant and revoke. See, data control language that we'll see it. Okay, that we'll see it. Okay. See, yesterday I have created one finance user, right? FIN user. Hmm? Okay, I have created FIN user. Now I am trying to log in with FIN user. Or do you want me to create the another user? No, we'll create another user. Okay. Imagine sales. I'm trying to create a sales user. Okay. Sales 123. Okay, is the password. Okay, I'm creating a sales user from sysadmin. See, I'm creating sales user from sysadmin. Okay, privileges, I'm giving all the privileges. Okay, so again, I don't want to show you the errors. That is the reason. Okay, grant. Even he can able to create the tables. Okay, now I'm trying to log in with sales. Okay, sales 123 is the password. Again, I want to try log in with sales now. Sales. So what is the user that I need to use it here? What is the user that I need to log in with here? Sales, right? I created user sales here.
Yes.
Okay. What is the password that I have given? Sales 123.
Sales 123.
Okay. Save.
Mm.
Okay. Test.
Yeah.
Success. Connect. Okay. I connected. Now I can able to connect. So come here. I'm going to the sales user. I want to see a data which is created by HR from sales. See, this is the sales. I want to see data from sales. Can I able to see the data? It is showing table not exist. Means, see, I have created table here. I want to see the data from sales. You're in, you can imagine this diagram, right? This
Yes.
database
Yes.
architecture.
Yes.
I created a table in HR and I'm trying to see, I want to see the data from the sales. How do I see it? When I try to see from sales, I'm getting error. Table or view does not exist. Do really this table doesn't exist or this table exist?
It is existed, but in the other user, not in sales
That is
user.
in other user. So if the sales want to see this data, what this guy has to do, what the HR has to do is, he has to provide the grants. Okay. Grant. Okay. If we want to only give select permission, grant select on, what is the table name?
Sales.
B1 job EMP.
It's B1 EMP.
Yeah. Grant select on B1 EMP to which user I want to give the permissions? Sales.
Sales.
Sales. This is the command. If I give only select, he can only view the data. That's it. He cannot do more than that. Okay. If I do give all, he can view the data, and as well as he can insert the data, and as well as he can delete the data. Okay. All means I'm giving all permissions. If I want to give only select permission, I have to give select. Okay. Grant select means I'm just providing him to access to see the data only. He cannot modify it. Okay. You're getting it right?
Yeah.
The difference between grants. Okay. Right now I'm giving all. Okay. Grant succeeded. I'm coming to the sales. Again, if I try to access the data, can I see the data now? No. Again, it says table overview does not exist. Then how do I call this table? Means I should specify what is the username of this HR, right?
Yeah.
HR1. HR, whatever we can able to see it, but original username is HR1, right?
HR1. Yeah.
So I have to call this table from in sales like HR1 dot. Okay. So now I can see the data.
Reference you have to create as a previous
We have to
table.
give the reference.
Okay.
Okay, we have to give the reference. Then only we can able to see the data. Okay. So why I can able to see the data now? Since he has provided, HR has provided grants to sales, then only I can able to see the data from here. This thing is called this data control language. If I don't want to give the permission, I have to roll back it or revoke it. So I'll come HR, instead of grant, I do the revoke. Okay. If I do revoke from sales, I can't able to see the data again. Okay.
Okay.